So I've added a couple of pieces to my capsule wardrobe recently, and I wanted to talk you through them and also give you what I consider to be top tips with regards to making additions to your capsule wardrobe. So I used to have a bit of a one in, one out policy, and I think that having like a number of things that you have in your wardrobe isn't the best way of doing it, because everyone's lives are different and your life might change. So I think it's just more important to be mindful about things that you actually own, but not really worry too much about the amount. Just make sure that everything has a function and everything has a role in your wardrobe. So the first thing that I bought was a pair of black jeans from eBay, and they haven't arrived yet, so I can't actually show you them, but I bought them because I never actually used to like wearing jeans because I felt like they were too like constricting, and I don't really like how they felt because I didn't feel like I could move properly. So I never used to wear them. But then recently I've lost a little bit of weight and I feel comfortable in them, and I find them a very versatile thing to have in my wardrobe. And I felt that I would benefit from having a black pair, because in terms of occasion, you can sort of dress them up a lot more easily than you can blue denim. So I basically just found exactly the same jeans that I have in blue, but in black, secondhand on eBay. And that means that I don't have to try them on because I already know that they're gonna fit. The problem though with jeans is that I'm gonna have to pay to get them taken up because I have very, very short, stumpy legs. So that is an additional cost, but it's one that I think is going to be worth it because I have wanted these for quite a while. So I'm very excited for those to arrive anyway. That'll be good. I think they should be getting here in the next couple of days. The next thing is this denim dress, which is something that I bought from a charity shop in Newcastle. And it's actually United Colours of Benetton, but the labels have all been cut off, which is a bit annoying. I don't know why people do that, but it's no big deal. It had like a catalogue number in it, so I googled that and that's how I found out what it was. But the cut of it's really nice, the shape of it's very, very nice. The fabric is very casual, but the cut is very formal. So I feel it's very versatile, and I like the length of it. I like how it's high neck, it's very summery. And this was £9, which I was really, really pleased with. And the other thing that I have added to my capsule wardrobe is this Matte and Nat bag. And I think we all know by now how I feel about Matte and Nat. I really like Matte and Nat. I think that just the bags and the shoes are all just so like minimalist in design, and they're so beautiful, and they're all completely vegan, and they all use recycled products, and all of the packaging is recyclable, and it's all completely eco-friendly. And I just love the company and I love the products, and I think if you can say that about a company, then you can't really go far wrong. This, however, I bought from Depop for £30, and I was very, very pleased with that. So I've generally been very, very happy with the amount of bags that I have, but I wanted another one because I used to just use this tiny, tiny little purse with a strap. And the problem with this is that I couldn't fit my camera in, so I can't show you my camera because I'm recording right now on it. But I wanted something that I could carry my camera around in because I want to be out and about filming more. This is a perfect size, and what's really good, oh yeah, again I'm filming with it so I can't show you, but my tripod fits perfectly along the bottom here. Then I can have like my camera, then this fits in, and then there's also a pocket here. Oh, and a pocket here as well. It's like a pocket at the front there for maybe your phone or something. And then there's also room for like a journal or a book at the back, or my Kindle or something like that. So even though it's not a big bag, you can use the space really, really well in it. So very, very pleased with this purchase as well. So they are the three things that I have bought recently, but I thought I'd quickly go through my thought process about adding new stuff to your capsule wardrobe. So the first question I guess you would ask yourself is, how do you know that you need to add something new to your wardrobe, that you would like to add something new to your wardrobe? So this is going to vary from person to person, but for me, I will usually get something new if something that I have breaks beyond repair. So I have a pair of black trousers at the moment that I really, really love, but the elastic has become really loose just from, repeated washing, just because I've had it for so long. You can't re-elastic something, and so I put them on straight after the wash, and then they're nice and tight, and then by the end of the day they're really baggy and like the crotch is around my knees, and it's not the look that I was going for when I initially bought them. So I'm kind of imagining that my black jeans will replace those in some way. But if you have an item of clothing that is broken beyond repair, if it can be repaired, it's always best to repair, but if there's nothing you can do with it, then it might be time to consider replacing it. The second reason would be if it no longer fits. And this also counts if something becomes too big for you as well as too small, because I think a lot of the time we consider something not fitting if we feel uncomfortable in it, or if, we can't physically get into it. But if something is so big for you that it no longer feels flattering, doesn't matter how much it has suited you in the past, then it might be worth considering replacing that as well. I also think it's a good idea to buy something new if you think that buying that one item will allow you to wear existing items in your wardrobe differently, or like bring to life things that are already in your wardrobe. So if you have a bunch of tops that you like, but maybe you can't find the right pair of trousers to wear with them, and then you find the right pair of trousers, and that pair of trousers means that you can then wear all those tops for all those different occasions, then that would be a worthwhile purchase. And also, and probably lastly, if you are going into a new climate, so if you're going on holiday and you don't own any clothes that are going to suit being hot/cold, depending on where you're going, or maybe you're moving. So yeah, if you're preparing for a new temperature, it's always better to be, the correct temperature than minimal wardrobe but uncomfortable for weeks on end. And the second question you may ask is, where should you buy these things? Now, I always think it's so important to buy either secondhand or from ethical companies. So companies that that you can actually trust. Companies where you can go on the website and it'll show you pictures of the factory and give you information about the factory that the things are made in. Companies where they actually tell you about what's going on, because there's so many companies where you can't find this information, or if there isn't this information, it's come out because someone's gone in with a spy cam or there's been some expose on it. When you want a company that's going to be transparent about their practices and how they treat people and how they treat workers and where they get their materials from. If you're buying secondhand, I fully recommend eBay. Depop was a new one for me. I bought this bag off Depop, and that was the first time I've ever used that. And I'm very, very impressed. But the ultimate is going to have to be charity shops, because not only is your money going towards something good, but you'll be getting something secondhand in return. And generally things that are secondhand are things that have survived years of ownership, years of wear. They're generally going to be good quality. Not always the case though, not always the case, but quite often is the case. And particularly if you have a nice area around you, so if you have the bit where the posh houses are, the bit where the private schools are, that kind of thing, if you can find a charity shop near there, generally speaking, you will find nicer things than in my local high street, for example. The charity shop I like to go to is called, St. Oswald's, and it's in Jesmond in the northeast, and it just, all of the St. Oswald's charity shops send their designer stuff to this one store, and consequently it can be quite the gem finding time when you visit. And lastly, on this point, if I'm going to be wearing something where the logo is going to be on display, so for example, I'll keep referencing the bag, but for example, like this bag has it written on it, I would much rather have that bag be from an ethical company. So even though I bought the secondhand, I could have just bought any bag secondhand, because my money isn't actually going to Matt Nat, my money's going to the person who initially owned this bag. However, I feel that by using this bag every single day and by showing the logo, I'm kind of advertising that company in some way. I'm kind of an ambassador for them, just showing that, look how lovely this bag is, and there's the logo. I think with clothes/bags, if you can't actually tell where it's from just by looking, then it doesn't matter so much. If you're buying secondhand, then, just buy whatever you like. But if it's something with the logo on display, I would try and represent a good, wholesome, ethical company if possible. And lastly, how long should we actually keep a new item in our wardrobe if we aren't wearing it? So this has happened to me a couple of times. I have bought things maybe for the summer or for an event or for a night out or something like this, and that night out or that event or that whatever has rolled around, and I have decided not to wear that item for whatever reason. I feel like because I've just bought it and because I did actually put time into thinking whether or not I wanted it, then I should keep it because a lot of time has gone into that. But you just can't know. You can't know. You can be as prepared as possible, so you can put in the research, you can really question whether or not you need/want it, you can think about how you would wear it and which other items in your wardrobe that thing will go well with. But at the end of the day, it might arrive and you might just be like, oh yeah, it's fine, and not actually wear it. So if that happens, I recommend having some sort of what I call like an audition period. So say, I think for me, because I bought this brown skirt and I really liked it. In fact, I'll go get it. So I bought this brown skirt, and it is a beautiful brown skirt. And even as I look at it now, I think, what a fantastic skirt. It's a Zara skirt, bought it from eBay. It was really cheap. It was the one that I wanted. I'd seen it like on blogs. I'd seen Pinterest photos of people wearing it, and it was so lovely. But what it does, in fact, I'll see if I can quickly show you. So it does this thing where, like, because it comes out like this, it just sort of makes me look a little bit fatter than I am. It's just not very flattering, but it's beautiful, but it's just sort of a little, because of the ruffles here. I don't know, it just doesn't really, I don't feel that good in it. So a couple of nights, we went out for drinks and that kind of thing, and I was thinking, oh, I can wear my nice new brown skirt. But then I tried it on and then didn't end up actually getting it. Don't mind me, just getting undressed here. So I decided to get rid of this, and even as I hold it in my hands now, it feels a little bit sad because it's a very, very nice skirt. But it didn't pass the test. It didn't pass the test of me wearing it on the occasions for which I bought it, and therefore it's bye-bye time. Thank you for all of your work. So yeah, I'm sort of long overdue a declutter and a trip to the charity shop. And I also recently was just given a suitcase, a full-on suitcase and a box of stuff that has been at my dad's all this time. It's just books and stuff, but I need to go through that and declutter all of that, which is quite exciting because I really enjoyed the decluttering bit. I really like decluttering, especially when I went from having loads and loads of stuff to now not much stuff. So yeah, to conclude, decluttering this. Happy with the other purchases. Buy secondhand if possible, and buy from companies or wear companies that you are proud to represent, I guess would be the takeaway point. So I'll let you know how I get on with my jeans when they arrive as well, and I'll also have a little declutter with you in the coming weeks, I think. But I hope you're all having a lovely day, and I shall see you in my next video. And also, please feel free to follow me on my Instagram and check out my blog, and I shall see you later. Bye.